guys, I'm Miranda and you are here with May Yoga. Today I want to do a short video for you with a bit of focus into parts of the body that I believe are being very affected in these crazy times of COVID-19, the virus, the quarantine. A lot of people out there are living a more sedentary lifestyle, which means more sitting, watching television, playing on computer games, doing these things that are making our bodies less active, putting a lot of pressure into our lower back, of course, with all of the sitting, and then just making more tightness in that area. So today I want to do a focus into our hips, a little bit into our backs, our glutes, and especially there's this little muscle called the piriformis muscle, which is deep inside your booty, and it gets really, really tight. When that gets tight from too much sitting, not enough activity, you actually run the risk of that irritating the nearby sciatic nerve, which can lead to inflammation, numbness in the legs, a whole bunch of mess that we do not want happening to us if we can prevent it. So we're going to do a specific stretch into that muscle as well. Yay! As always with every practice, I want you to remember to be very mindful of your body, of the restrictions that you might have, any past injuries or limitations. Know yourself. Do not push yourself to the point of injury. Take it easy. Go to that edge of that comfort zone and then right beyond it and hold it. And that way your body can open up in a normal, natural way and you will progress. The most last little bit that I can say here is about props. Today, if you'd like, I would recommend having a yoga strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, there are some other substitutes you can use, which I've mentioned before, but just really quickly, let me remind you, you can use a belt, you can use the sash off of the bathroom robe perhaps, or even a long towel and just lay it out and twist it. And then the most important prop, I think, for any form of exercise, bam, water bottle. Of course you want to have water near you at any time. Take a drink, stay hydrated, especially right now. Hydration is very important in a viral fight, so always have that water near you. We are going to be doing this sequence of steps on the mat, seated or reclined. At any time, if something feels really good, you can always pause this video and stay there, and then continue the video when you're ready to finish the sequence. All right, so without further ado, we're going to come to a nice seated position on our mat. All right, guys, I've got my mat turned at a slight angle, so when I do these poses, you can check out my posture, check out the alignment and everything. But of course, this whole time, I'm going to be doing my verbal guidance with you. Therefore, if you need to, you can look at this video. But my wish for you is that you can just listen to my voice and understand what I'm saying enough so that you don't have to twist your neck and you can put all of that attention into the area that we're focusing on today. All right. To begin, we're going to be in a seated position. We're going to go into Agni Stambhasana, which means fire log pose. I'm going to start working into those hips a bit. So this will be a two-part kind of a pose. We'll do one side then the other. To begin, we're going to go into I'll be your mirror image for now. We're going to go into our left leg, will be the first one we put the focus on. So bringing your right leg here so that it is parallel to the front of your body. You can kind of make that eyeball it from you. Like here's your hips. You want the front of that leg, the shin, to be parallel with your hips. All right, once you have that right leg centered, you're going to bring in the left leg, use your hands here, do it nice and gentle, and bring the outside of this left ankle on top of the right leg, kind of right above the knee. Very important throughout this whole thing that you keep these feet very flexed. If you've watched my other videos, you'll know what I'm about to say. This is to keep that straight line going all the way into the hip area so that rotation goes where it should. Not in your knees. We're not causing torsion here today. We want to bring this external rotation to where we want it. All right, so stacking that left knee, that left ankle on top of the right knee. You should be able to already feel this. If it's too intense, you can bring the feet in a little bit if this is too much for you. And don't worry about it. The more you do it, the more those legs will become in the right formation. The goal here is to be like a fire log in a fireplace where the logs of wood are stacked on top of each other. That's where you want your legs to be. All right, so Agni Stambhasana, sitting up nice and tall. From here, we're going to bring a little bit of shoulder work in it because we want to sit in this for a moment and let our hips start to open. Bringing a bit of arm work into this. Your left leg is on top here, so we want the opposite arm on top, which means your right arm. All right, so bringing your arms out, palms facing up. Cross the right arm over the left, making like the letter X with your arms. You can kind of see that. Then bend the elbows. We're going to go into a Garudasana arm movement here. So bringing the backs of the hands together. If this is where you're at today, the level of flexibility in your wrist, that's fine. Just try to keep the backs of the hands together. If you are more fluid in these wrist areas, you're less tight, go ahead and wrap your hands so the palms come together in this arm bind. Holding here, and I'm not going to be able to really look at the camera because it's right in front of my face. That's where you should be. The arm should be in front of the face. Holding here, and if you want to kind of challenge this, make it a little bit more intense, you want to think about the fingertips being pulled up to the sky, lifting the elbows up higher, giving great opening across our shoulder blades. Still maintaining that sturdy posture in our hips. Feet are very flexed. Taking 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. And then gently, first just release that arm bind, shaking out the arms a little. And then using your hands to gently guide you out of this. Picking up that left leg, bringing the foot down. Then go ahead and bring the right foot to the ground. We're going to go to the other side now, which means your left leg will be on the bottom. So bring that left leg, looking at that left leg, look at the shin, the front of that left lower leg, trying to bring it parallel to your hips, making that space here. Keeping that foot flexed. Use the hands, stack the right leg on top. Outside of the right ankle comes on top of the left leg, right behind that knee, and then that right thigh. Feel that nice little opening into the hips. All right, once we are stable here, with the feet flexed, with this nice posture, this openness of our fire log pose, we're going to incorporate our upper body a bit, making sure you stay stable in the lower body. Bring the arms out in front. So your right leg is on top, which means now your left arm will be on top. So crisscrossing the arms over, left arm on top, making the letter X, and then bending the elbows, going either into level 1 with the backs of the hands together, or all the way into that full bind here, bringing the palms. When you have your stable arms, rising up, lifting up the hands a bit towards the sky, picking up the elbows, getting a deep opening across the back. Feet are flexed, protecting the knee joints, making the rotation into our hips. Taking 3 more breaths here. Slowly inhale and exhale. Second breath in. Filling up the belly, exhale, pull the belly button into the spine. Last one, deep breath, and exhale. Slowly release the bind, release the arms down. Shake that out. And now using our hands to help gently guide the right foot down, left foot on the ground as well. Now comes the part where we're going to move into a little bit of a side angle here so you can kind of see better. Coming into a Dandasana next, that is our staff pose, which basically is sitting down, connecting those little booty bones, the sit bones, onto the mat. You can maybe use your hands to pull out any sit tissue if you need it, any extra bum padding, and then flexing the feet, keeping those flexed. Okay, we're here in Dandasana. We're going to take a breath, make sure that our chest is nice and open. And our next movement is going to be a little bit of a spinal twist movement. There are 3 levels that I'm going to show you here. First level, we're going to start on I'm going to be saying the same side as you now. So we're going to be pulling up the left leg, pull the left knee into the chest. First level, you're going to be pulling that left knee, crossing it over the right quadricep, and then using the right arm, wrap it around that left leg. Palm is faced towards you. You can have it on the thigh or just spread fingers wide. And then your left hand is going to come behind your lower back, straight up against the lower back to start, and then walk it out 1 palm length. That gives you the correct distance here for you to have this twist. This is level 1, nice, easy twist. You can stay here, or if you want to make it a little bit deeper, you can bend that right knee, bring the right heel towards the left hip. Again, have the arm wrapped around the side, 1 palm length behind you on that left hand, and twist. Level 3, bring that left knee on top of that right knee, making what I used to call my rhinoceros horn or my unicorn horn when I was teaching kids. Stacking the knees on top of each other, feet flexed. The right hand is going to come on top of the left leg, or maybe like a little further down. You're going to see how far you can twist into this if you're at this level. Again, left hand behind your lower back, 1 palm length away, and twist. Wherever you go, the most important thing I want you to remember, you're not collapsing here. You're keeping that chest nice and open. You're keeping the feet flexed, whatever level you're at, and you're looking towards the back of the mat, over that left shoulder, getting a full twist all the way up the spine. Still working into the hips because of the way we're holding our legs, but getting a bit of a bonus throughout our entire back. Taking 1 last deep inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, swoop both of those arms up to the sky, palms touch. Exhale to the heart. Working on the other side now, using the arms to unwind yourself, being gentle with our beautiful bodies. Coming back to Dandasana, to staff pose where we started this. Pulling out the booties if you need. And now we're going to be working on our right side. So this will be a little weird because I know my back's going to be turned a little to you during the twist, but hopefully my verbal cues will guide you. So draw that right knee into the chest, right foot's flat to the mat, sitting up nice and tall, picking up the right foot, crossing it over, so it's on the outside of the left leg. Level 1, crossing the left arm over that right leg, right hand behind you, twist there. Level 2, bending that left knee, bringing the left heel to the outside of the right hip, keeping that right knee pointed up. Again, wrap that left arm so the crook of the elbow is on the shin here, pulling that knee in towards the body, right hand behind you again. Or of course, level 3, if you're feeling extra flexible, if it's available to you today, you're going to stack those knees on top of each other, feet flexed. Left hand crosses over on top of the right. Right hand behind you, 1 palm length away. And then you're going to be turning your head all the way over to the right, looking over that right shoulder, pushing into the right hand. Imagining yourself with every inhale, you're sitting up a little taller, filling up the balloon that's inside your belly. And every exhale, just going a bit deeper into that twist. Pulling the belly button in. Getting a little extra bonus here of some core work. Some very purposeful breathing here. Last breath here, inhale deeply. Exhale, twist a little deeper, wring out the sponge in your torso, squeeze it out. Very nice. Inhale, swoop both arms back up to the sky, palms touch. Exhale, back to the heart. Again, using the hands to help unwind you very nice and gently. Next, we're going to be moving to our backs. We're going to be doing a pose called thread the needle. Fantastic pose to work into the hips. And something I really recommend for anyone that is having some difficulty, some mobility range issues. This is a good one. Anybody can do it at any level. I'm going to show you 3 different levels you can take this to. So coming down to your backs, finding that supine position, just for a moment, letting yourself relax here on your mat, enjoying your space, your time with yoga. And then bending the knees, bringing the feet down to the mat, hip-width distance apart. And you can kind of see the distance that they need to be, your feet from your booty, by bringing your hands beside the body and then bringing the heel to that length so your fingertips can touch your heel. All right, so we've got our feet grounded. We're going to start on the left side. You're going to pull that left knee into the chest, flex that foot, bring the left outer ankle on top of that right quadricep, on top of the right leg. You'll see there's almost a triangle that you formed in their leg formation here. So when you thread the needle, your left hand is going to go in between that space. The right hand is going to go on the outside. So inhale, start to draw that right knee towards the chest, finding your hands, interlacing your fingers here on the top of the right shin. Keeping the feet flexed, start to pull that right knee into the chest. Should start to feel a nice pull here, working in those muscles. This is level 1. Staying here if you like, of course, that is completely your option. Our level 2 is going to be releasing that shin, flexing the right foot up to the sky, and keeping your hands on the back of the right hamstrings now. Level 3 will be incorporating a little bit of core work and getting a deeper stretch into the hamstring. And that's going to mean releasing the arms and bringing the hands to the right calf muscle. Or if you have your strap and you want to go ahead and get that strap out, you can loop it around the foot if your hands don't reach, and use the strap to pull the leg up. This brings a bit more focus into the hamstrings. You're still getting a nice stretch into the left side, but this brings a bit more attention into the calves and the hamstrings on the right leg. You should not be doing what I'm doing to talk to you, the camera. You shouldn't be turning your head. You want to keep the back of your head to the mat. Wherever you are, whatever level you are, just keeping that head grounded, keeping your neck from getting twisted here. And for these last few moments, if you're at level 3, picking up the head, incorporating the core muscles a bit, squeezing it all in. Exhale, release it all down. Right knee gets bent if you're in that upper level. Left foot comes down to the ground. Moving to the other side now. So squeeze the right knee into the chest. Flex the right foot, externally rotate here, opening that right knee, bringing the outer right ankle to the top of the left leg. When you're ready, inhale, start to pick up that left knee, right hand goes in the space between the legs, left hand on the outside of the leg. Interlace the fingers, pull the knee in, thread the needle, hold here if this is what you did on the other side. For the second level people, release that foot up to the sky, hands interlaced on the back of the hamstring. And for our third level people, either grab the strap and loop it around the foot, or if you're free to, you can go ahead and grab with your hands, the calves, the ankles, the feet. Holding here for a few breaths. And then my third level people, if you want to pick the head up, join me in a little curve, drawing the head towards the left knee. Exhale, start to release it all, bringing the left foot down to the ground, unwinding the right knee. Settling here for a moment. Our next pose is going to be that focus into the piriformis muscle, deep inside our glutes. So we're going to start on the left side again. To do this, starting as we did for thread the needle, feet are hip width distance apart to begin. And then we're actually going to start on the right side so you can see me from the camera better, the way that the angle is. I want you to draw that right knee into the chest and then cross the right leg over the left. This is why I wanted to do the right side first, so you can kind of see this. The right leg is crossed over. And now I want you to kind of bring the left foot, bring both legs out to the side. I know this looks a little funny, but this is how we're really going to target the piriformis muscle on our right side. Arms open wide, perpendicular from the body, palms face down, kind of grounding you here. And then you're going to start to twist and drop the legs, kind of moving a bit towards the left shoulder. All right? Holding here, trying to keep those shoulders as close down to the ground as possible. Getting that stretch deep into our glutes. For the last few moments, releasing the right arm so it's on the top of this right leg. And then just kind of making some little play here. Using that hand, help pull you over, doing a rocking motion, working deep into the glutes. And then arms back open to the side. Walk the feet, walk that left foot back to the center. Unwind the legs, both feet to the ground. Keep your arms perpendicular from the body. We're moving to the other side now. So left knee comes up towards the chest, cross it over the right leg. Make sure I don't hit my water bottle. And then walk that right foot off to the side. As far as you can. Obviously it's okay for your lower back to come up here, that's necessary even, but you do want to try to keep those arms and the shoulders flat. So letting the knees fall to the right. Holding here, finding that edge of the comfort zone you can hold at. A little bit of a challenge, but not to injury. Not to that point of pain, just discomfort. And stay. Last breath. And now, using that left hand. This is what happens when I come from a mirror to a normal side. So, using the left hand on top of the left leg. Just kind of help push you a little bit towards that right shoulder. Getting a nice little bit of movement, a little play deep into the glutes. And then coming back, arms perpendicular, walking the foot back to the mat. Release the feet back to the earth. And then pull both knees into the chest. We're going to do a few spinal rolls to come up to a seated position to finish off our practice today. So squeeze the knees in. If you have trouble doing spinal rolls, you can always just kind of rock a little here. It's okay. You're just giving your back a bit of a massage and then come up to seated when you're ready. But you can either try to grab the hamstrings perhaps if you feel you're better here for the spinal rolls, or the shins. Kind of playing with it here. Be like a little kid, rolling up on the inhale and back on the exhale. Few of these, and on your next roll forward, come all the way up to a seated position. Finishing here in butterfly, bottom of the feet together, knees open wide. But that is our little short sequence for today. You are free to stay here in butterfly, which is another fantastic hip opener, but if you are short on time, you are done for the day. With this sequence anyway. I really hope you enjoyed our practice today. I hope that you feel maybe that your hips are a little bit more mobile. The important thing I can say to you right now is to keep up a practice like this. Keep up that range of mobility. The world is going to return to normal life, and we need to try to take care of ourselves, especially in these times, but all the time. You want to try to make sure that in these moments of worry and in the stress that we have happening in the world, that we're taking a little extra time to care for ourselves, to make sure that we are ready to enter the world again when it is ready for us. But thank you for joining me with your practice today. And if you did enjoy it and if you'd like to leave me a bit of feedback, that is always welcome. Give a like, subscribe if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you again on the mat very soon. Namaste.